Taylor Swift breaks her silence on politics.
Selena Gomez is rushed to the hospital.
And Manny MUA returns to YouTube.
All that and more on this week's DHR Recap.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the weekly recap of the biggest DHR stories of the week. This week, Camila Cabellos made out with Dylan Sprouse in her new music video.
Oh my gosh, it was so steamy. But first, Manny MUA made his return to YouTube after his scandal. Manny just posted a video online apologizing for his actions and sharing his plans to move forward, which includes a video series where he will answer questions from fans, no matter how personal and how emotional they may be.
So I know it's easier just for me to say that I'm sorry and that I f***ed up, and I know that. And that is something that I know in my heart that I've done. But I wanted to show it as well.
Manny went on to explain that he flew his editor out for a week to create a revealing series for his channel. He said, quote, "I wanted him to compile a bunch of questions and things that people have been asking me online, things that I didn't know were being said about me, things that I wasn't aware of. And I wanted him to ask me some of the toughest questions that I've tried to avoid my entire career." Over the course of his next several videos, Manny plans to address a variety of different rumors about him. Manny also explained in this video why he went away in the first place, saying that he, quote, "wanted to disconnect in order to focus on himself and his mental health." In a preview for the upcoming videos, we hear Manny say that he was self-medicating as a result of the drama, and his mom even said that he had to go to the hospital because of it. Clearly, his decision on how and when to return to YouTube was not an easy one, but the beauty guru does want fans to get an inside look at his life and how he's evolved. In addition to that, Manny also said that he hopes his subscribers will be able to watch the videos with, quote, "an open heart and mind." And if they still don't want to support him after all that, he completely understands. To close out his comeback video, Manny admitted that he's not necessarily a changed person because he doesn't believe he can say that after just a month and a half. What he did say, however, is that he's, quote, "tried to grow," and he's, quote, "trying his hardest every single day." You know, I mostly believe him, but it just feels kind of pre-produced, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that is how he makes his money. But moving on to someone who has a lot of money and chose to actually put some of it at risk this week is my girl, Taylor Swift, because she just got political for the first time publicly, and I think you had the story.
Taylor posted a black and white Polaroid to her IG that was cute, but the caption is what has everyone talking. It begins by saying, quote, "I'm writing this post about the upcoming midterm elections on November 6th, in which I'll be voting in the state of Tennessee. In the past, I've been reluctant to publicly voice my political opinions, but due to several events in my life and in the world in the past 2 years, I feel very differently about that now. I always have and always will cast my vote based on which candidate will protect and fight for the human rights I believe we all deserve in this country." She then continued talking about fighting for LGBTQ rights and how she feels that any form of discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender is wrong. She then continued talking about systemic racism and how she sees that it's terrifying, sickening, and prevalent. She also continued by saying that she cannot vote for someone who will not be willing to fight for the dignity of all Americans, no matter their skin color, gender, or who they love. She goes on to endorse Phil Bredesen for Senate and Jim Cooper for House of Representatives, but also explains why she can't support female candidate Marsha Blackburn, who's also running for Senate. She said, quote, "Her voting record in Congress appalls and terrifies me. She voted against equal pay for women. She voted against the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which attempts to protect women from domestic violence, stalking, and date rape. She believes businesses have a right to refuse service to gay couples. She also believes they should not have the right to marry. These are not my Tennessee values." She then encouraged her fans to register to vote before it's too late, and Twitter freaked out. Some users were excited while others were upset. Jamil Smith, senior writer for Rolling Stone, tweeted, "Taylor Swift's post mattered most to me," where she got specific. She broke down Marsha Blackburn's record and why she can't support her. She pushed her considerable audience not merely to register, but encouraged them to be educated voters. While another user tweeted, "Taylor Swift, respectfully, be quiet and sing. I guess you're more pop than country now anyway. Your country fans are going to be disappointed. Now you're on the level of Katy Perry."
It's so crazy how the amount of voter registrations increased so much nationwide and in Tennessee right after her post.
I know. I'm so glad about that, that Taylor came out and talked about it. But next we're going to be talking about Taylor's bestie, one of her besties, Camila Cabellos, and her music video that, oh my gosh, things got steamy.
Well, the wait is now over because Camila just dropped her music video for Consequences, and her ex-love interest in the video is none other than Dylan Sprouse. Dylan is basically a ghost in the video, haunting Camila as she walks through a park.
Loving you was young and wild and free. Loving you was cool.
So yesterday, Camila took to Instagram and explained her thought process behind creating this video. And in her caption, she said, quote, "When I was thinking of what I wanted for the video for this song, I thought of how it felt trying to let someone go. Seeing the memories and traces of them in every familiar place, I remember the Pablo Neruda quote, 'Loving is so short, forgetting is so long.' And the journey of moving on. That was what inspired this story. It's really close to my heart and the most excited I've ever been about making a video." Camila also took to Twitter to thank Dylan for being in the video by saying, quote, "Thank you, Dylan Sprouse, for being amazing and wanting to be in my video."
You know, I love this song for a while, but I love the orchestral version. I would say even more. I just think it's a perfect ballad, you know?
Oh, same. I love that she took the risk, and honestly, this is one of my favorite songs from her album. But you guys, speaking of music, our girl Ariana Grande has confirmed that she will be playing in Las Vegas on New Year's Eve, and Emil had this story.
Of course, she was having an incredible year promoting and performing songs off her fourth studio album, Sweetener. My favorite is Breathing. But she's also been enjoying the engaged life. Now she's engaged to Pete Davidson. But things turned tragic with her ex-boyfriend, Mac Miller, when he passed away from a drug overdose in early September. We were all shocked, and Ari was so heartbroken over the rapper's death that she had to pull out of a Saturday Night Live performance because of, quote, emotional reasons. And she also skipped the Emmys even though she was supposed to attend with Pete. Her rep explained in the statement, "Given the events of the past couple of years, Ariana is going to take some much needed time to heal and mend. She will be staying close to home and using this period to spend time with her loved ones and work on new music without deadline. She thanks her fans for their understanding." Now, Ariana has been in the studio creating that new music that we're all waiting for, but we finally have confirmation of an upcoming live performance. She is set to take the stage at the Chelsea and the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas to kick off New Year's Eve weekend. Ari's show is happening on Saturday, December 29th, 2 days before the official New Year's festivities kick off all across the globe. She confirmed this news on Twitter, admitting that while she doesn't have many details about the gig, she will definitely be there. She told a fan, quote, "I know absolutely nothing about it, but I'll be singing and I'll see you there."
And Ari apparently confirmed to New York City paparazzi that she will have a new album by the end of the year, but unfortunately we do have to wait until sometime before the end of the year to find out.
Yeah, I hope this is true.
Yeah.
But you guys, moving on to some sad news. It was reported that Selena Gomez was checked into a mental health facility after having an emotional breakdown.
Selena Gomez allegedly checked into a mental health facility after recently having an emotional breakdown. Selena is reportedly receiving treatment in a mental health facility on the East Coast following what TMZ is calling a, quote, emotional breakdown that stemmed from health complications that came about 1 year after her life-saving kidney transplant. Now, the site is reporting that Selena was hospitalized twice in the last 2 weeks after becoming, quote, despondent over news of a low white blood cell count. A family member allegedly drove her to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where she stayed for a few days during the last week of September. Selena was eventually released, but reportedly had to be readmitted late last week because her white blood cell count did not improve, and it allegedly sent her into a, quote, downward emotional spiral. Selena apparently tried to convince doctors to let her go, but they refused, and she, according to sources, had a meltdown and freaked out. People close to Sel say that she actually tried to rip the IVs out of her arm. The mental health facility is reportedly where Selena is receiving treatment on the East Coast, like I mentioned before, and it specializes in a form of therapy called DBT, which she has spoken highly of in the past. Cardi B, who worked with Selena on the song Taki Taki, showed her love for Selena on Instagram stories. She posted this photo of Selgo and wrote, quote, "You are amazing."
You know, I'm just glad that she's getting the help that she needs.
Me too. But you guys, moving on to our final story of the day. Shane Dawson's been working on his new docu-series, The Mind of Jake Paul, and after the last couple of episodes, people have found themselves sympathizing with Jake Paul, and I think you had the story.
Yeah, I did. When Shane's docuseries kicked off, fans were worried he would make them feel empathy for a Paul brother. Well, fast forward to parts 5 and 6 of the Shane Dawson docuseries, and fans are sympathizing with Jake Paul. After the 5th episode of the docuseries, The World of Jake Paul, aired, fans took to Twitter to express their feelings to Shane. One fan tweeted, Okay, so I am now convinced that Shane is an actual wizard because I just followed Jake on Twitter. After the 6th episode of the docuseries The Secrets of Jake Paul went up, one fan tweeted, "Me realizing I'm falling into the trap of actually kinda liking Jake Paul." So whether it's a trap or not, fans are sympathizing. After the 5th part, Jake went live on his IG to thank viewers for sympathizing with him. He also felt that the series' 5th episode finally showed him for who he really was.
Thank you, but I told y'all, I'm not a piece of shit, only sometimes.
And since we're already talking about the docuseries, Jake responded to FaZe Bank's assault allegations. In August of 2017, Jake accused FaZe of assaulting his assistant. Following Jake's accusations, FaZe took to YouTube to deny that an assault ever took place. Of course, the situation was only made more complicated by the fact that FaZe was dating Alyssa Violet, who happened to be Jake's ex-girlfriend. FaZe called Jake's allegations against him, quote, defamation of character and slander to the highest degree, and he even said he would take legal action against him. That's not all though. FaZe also made allegations in return, claiming that Jake assaulted Alyssa Violet and Erica Costell, which Erica said never happened.
Because Jake, you're abusive, and you physically abused Alyssa.
Jake got real about what exactly went down between him, FaZe, and Alyssa.
Their defense was, oh, let's turn this on Jake, and like, of course, you know, like they just pull it out of thin air.
And according to Jake, FaZe and Alyssa made those assault allegations to make him look bad. And as a result, he said he lost 300,000 subscribers on his account. And you know what, guys? I'm not scared to admit it, but I was one of those people that found themselves sympathizing with freaking Jake Paul. Shane Dawson, I don't even know.
I know, same, actually same. But you guys, now it is time for our favorite part of the show. You comment down there. You may think we don't see it, but we see it. Every one of them. So we're gonna read our favorite comments of the week. Mine came from AnnaFed241, who commented, I actually love that Taylor expressed her opinion. It helps me see who she is better. Also, the fact that she encouraged people to vote and make educated decisions was great. Girl, I completely agree. When I saw that post, I was so happy because Taylor's been so quiet about her political views for so long, and the way that she expressed her beliefs, why she feels this way, I just loved it and lived for every minute of it. And good for you, Taylor.
Yeah. And mine came from O, who commented, Camila's music video made me ship her with Dylan. And same. I know that like that's just a little tiny part of the video, but I was like, okay, all right, I like you two together.
Yeah, can we like spill some tea for like just a second?
Spill hard.
Okay. Is anyone else wondering if Camila and Matthew Hussey are still together? Because her performance at the AMAs for Consequences was so emotional. And then there's this, I mean, obviously it's acting, I get, like a music video, you hire an actor. But then Dylan Sprouse is in her music video. Are they together? Are they not? I want to know your thoughts because I genuinely don't know. But also, let us know what your favorite story was of the week down in the comments below. And in the meantime, you guys can follow me at Renee Ariel on Instagram.
And you guys can follow me at Amy Cassandra MTZ on Instagram as well.
And we will be back here tomorrow.
Oh yeah, hey.
And then click over here because Camila Mendez just opened up about her struggle with bulimia.
And right after you do that, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there so you can make sure that you never miss our videos ever.